Hey guys, how's it going? How has your farm been going, guys? It's been a couple months since the game has been released, soft launch, global launch, and I've never actually personally farmed Queens 12 just because I thought that the free-to-play teams were just way too long. I think when you start doing a free-to-play team, it's like what, 5, 6, 7 minutes long, being over an hour long if you do a 10x, and that to me, guys, is way too frustrating. Your gear accumulation is so slow, which is why I recommend the Ash 12 route. But I finally made a team. I'm not too sure if this is one of the faster free to play teams or if there's a better team. I believe you might be able to use a what's his name, Valak instead of a Rajago. But as you guys can see here, guys, we're going to be and as you guys can read from the title, we are going to showcase a 3 minute and I would say sub 315, sub 20, 320 team here, guys. And I would do want to say a quick disclaimer saying, and that is that you do need some decent gear. At this, you can probably try this strat after maybe like a month or so of farming Queens or Ash 12. And yeah, I just want to get that out of the way, and let's jump right into the units, the stats, and how this team really works. First one on the list, guys, is going to be the one and only Zetlux. So you get Zetlux for free, obviously. We all know how great Zetlux is. Great early, mid-game, late-game heroic DPS unit. But as you guys can see, my stats are pretty pumped up. In terms of attack and crit damage, you can play around with it. Just make sure that you can one-shot the waves. So just play around with your stats and make sure you can one-shot, and you should be good to go. But the most important part, or the second most important part, is making sure that you have 14 to 15k HP for this specific team. Mainly because you want him to survive whenever the queen binds him or stuns him. You don't want him to die because if he dies, the queen is going to bind Santis or one of your other units, and that's going to jeopardize the run. So you want him to survive and 14, 50k HP on your Zalak. CC do it fine for me, and you want your Zalaks to go first or second. If you have good enough gear, you can make him go first to one-shot the waves. If he's not on par with whatever the requirement is to one-shot the waves, then just make him go second. Let Santis go first and turn off Santis skills, and he should be able to clear the waves. All right, so just play around with Zatlux. These are my overall stats. Make him go first or second, tanky, and be able to one-shot the waves, and he's going to be good to go. So those are the stats here, guys, and this is the gear, all broken gear. I just put my best gear, my best something, or not best, but best tanky slash DPS attack crit damage gear on him. And in terms of glyphs, it's maxed out. Ability is maxed out. Second one on the list, guys, is going to be Santis. I'm sure you guys have a Santis by now if you're farming Queens or Ash. Santis is such a great hero, heroic unit to progress in the game. But these are the overall stats. Ideally, you want her to go first or second, depending on the DPS of your Zatlux. Make her extremely tanky. 20k HP is my Santis. In terms of focus, mine's at 60%. I think you actually want higher, so you can get like maybe even 80% focus. Try to get 80%, but 20k HP with 60% focus, and you want her to go first or second. So mine's at 175 speed, and she's going first because my Zatlux is my Zatlux basically needs like 10 or 15 more crit damage in order to go first. But since he can't, then I make my Santis go first, so my Zatlux can follow up and clear the waves. So in terms of the gear, guys, I have her on curse sets, and glyphs are maxed out, abilities are maxed out, and if you get all of that, then your sentence should be good to go. So let's jump into the next one. Third one on the list, guys, is going to be Blackhorn. So with Blackhorn, pretty easy to build. You just want him to have a lot of HP, so 20k, 22k HP. Try to shoot as high as possible with some focus. Mine's at 86% focus by chance only. I actually wasn't really for shooting for focus, but if you can to land these S1 attack break, good. If he can achieve 20k HP with like 30% focus, that's perfectly fine. Go for it. But the main part here, guys, is that you want Blackhorn to go after the boss, but before the side ads. The main reason for that is so when Blackhorn uses the totem, the ads and the queens doesn't kill the totem. You want the totem to survive so the totem can cleanse Zatlux whenever he does get bind, and so that Blackhorn can heal once the queen goes. So being able to utilize the heal to the max potential is pretty crucial, and being able to cleanse Zatlux out of the stun is pretty critical too. So 20k HP as tinky as possible, whatever you can get. Bare minimum, not too sure, but just try to shoot as close as possible to 20 kHp. Make him go after the boss, but before the side ad. So mine's at 132 speed. You can play around the speed there, and in focus, shoot for high focus. If you can't shoot for high focus, that should be okay. Maybe bare minimum, maybe like 40%, 50%, maybe even like 60%. All right. So those are the stats for Blackhorn. The gear itself, as you can see here, I don't even have a equipped weapon or I mean I do have them equipped, but not upgraded weapon or helmet. And these are just the gear, basically broken. Just make sure that he has high HP and 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 is in the rotation where he needs to be. Glyphs are maxed out and abilities are maxed out. Last one on the list, guys, is going to be Rajago, I think. So basically, we're using Rajago for his unhealable. It's going to be a 3-turn unhealable. And we're basically going to target, because we're targeting the boss first. We're not targeting the side ads. This unhealable 3-turn cooldown is going to line perfectly with the right adds heal, and it's going to block it every single time, and that's the only skill that you actually need. So in terms of stats overall, guys, you want him to be tanky, 17 HP. Note that mine's only a 5-star, so if I 6-star him, he'll have a lot more HP, but you don't want him to die, so make him have a lot of HP. Again, shoot for as much HP as possible. So mine's a 17k HP. That seems to be doing the job. You want him to go last. You want him to go after the side ad, so make him as slow as possible, but just make sure that he has a lot of HP and make sure that he has a decent amount of focus, because if he miss the unhealable on the boss or on the queen, then the run is it's most likely going to fail. So mine's only at 68%, but if you can shoot for 100%, please do 100%, but make sure that he's tanky enough to not die, okay? So again, just use my stats as reference. Mine's at 17 KHP with 68%, and just make him as slow as possible, and your Rajago is good to go. So in terms of gear, guys, I have him on oh my god, I just choked on my own. Okay, I'm not even gonna edit that out. But broken gear, I mean, I have focus gear here just to help me with some focus here. And glyphs are not maxed out. And abilities, you want to make sure that your S3 is maxed out, most importantly. And you don't need the other skills maxed out, really. You just need to make sure that the S3 is maxed out, so it's on a 3-turn cooldown, not a 4-turn. All right. So that's gonna be Rajago. That's gonna be the unique hero in here. Nobody uses him, and I thought that this team in general was pretty cool just because he has this guy. And this is a sub 3, 10, 3, 15 team. So with all that being said, with all the stats and the units, let's jump into some runs, and I'll show you guys how the team actually runs in a run. Hold up. I almost forgot about the skills here, guys. I'm so sorry. But in terms of skill, guys, healing, shield, I believe before, if your units are tanky enough, you don't need a shield, you can just bring in defense break, but bring the heal for sure. If your units are tanky enough, or if they're not tanky enough, bring shield of mercy. If not, you can bring defense break too. I'm just using shield of mercy for insurance purposes, just in case my team does for some reason derper or whatever. But those are the skills, and let's finally jump into a run. All right, guys, let's finally jump into a run, guys. I'll try to talk the whole 3 minutes and 10, 15 seconds, the best that I can, in order to keep you guys company or just walk through the team here, guys. But waves, Seti's gonna go first. He's gonna do a little bit of damage, so Zealous can follow up and kill the waves here, guys. Pretty plain and simple. Once we get to the boss stage, guys, Santa's gonna go S1, turn off Santa's skills, by the way, and target the boss. And we're just gonna rotate through. The Queen's gonna do damage, and then Blackhorn's gonna do the heal skill, and then he's gonna do a totem. Ads are gonna go. That ad's gonna buff. This guy's gonna do some damage. It's gonna do damage to the totem, and Rajago is gonna do the unhealable, which is gonna line up perfectly with the right ads. If you look at here, right ads heal this up, and whenever he goes, he's gonna be unhealable, and the queen won't be able to heal. All right, so that's basically the strat there. And the reason why you want you want Blackhorn to go after the boss here, guys. So as you guys can see here, Zalux has been stunned, but because the totem is still up, it's going to purify that, and Rizalix is going to be able to go again and do more damage. So Santa's there, doing Santa's things, landing as much poison as possible, and then that's basically it. Honestly, there's nothing much to it. It's just honestly getting the proper stats for your team, and you'll be able to clear this around 3 minutes and 5 to 3 minutes and 15 seconds, averaging around like 30 minutes to like 31, 32 minutes, which is faster than the majority of the free-to-play teams. Again, you do need to be farming for quite a bit in order to achieve these stats, but if you or even if like you're farming Ash, you don't have a Gonjello, and you can shoot for this team, I guess. So if you don't want to build a Vala and you want to fight, and you can fight side Rajago and put some HP gear on, and that'd be perfectly good to go. So yeah, guys, that is the team, guys. I don't think there's much more to talk about. Again, just make sure your speed tuning is correct. Make sure the Tinky, have your Rajago on as high focus as possible. Shoot for 100% if you can, because if you miss the unhealable, it's going to jeopardize the team. But I will go ahead and just let you run finish off. I'll show you guys a 10x run with a screenshot of a 10x run, but when this run ends. But enjoy the rest of the run, guys. That's going to be it for the video. Let me know if you're interested in this team, you're actually going to use it. Motivate me a little bit to make some more videos. But like always, guys, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, peace out.